the path down by the water. It's so beautiful out tonight. The water is like glass, like a warbly, peaceful glass. That's the old post office across the way. They might still use it for processing, but for the public, you go to a different building, which is a little bit further, like 1 block west and like half a block south, 1 block south. Crescent moon all the way up there, and also that tall building with red on the top and green lights. That's the FMC Tower. It has 46 floors, which reminds me of President Biden being the 46th president. And this building opened just before or right around when he was elected, or president-elect at least, in 2020. Was it open just prior to that? Anyway, on one side is AKA Extended Stay, an extended stay hotel where you could be a student, go to University of Pennsylvania or Drexel University and stay there more long term. On the other half, or it's all divvied up, but they have businesses like GlaxoSmith Klein, GSK, it's a pharmaceutical company. Also NASDAQ was in there. I think they're still in there. NASD, AQ or whatever it is, in the finance world. And University of Pennsylvania has offices in there. And right over here, there's a parking garage. It's open to the public, except for a couple floors near the top, which are residential or employees or business only. But the public can go to the top of that parking garage. And there's a big screen TV, there's a little dog run, there's seating areas, and they can sit, and there's, a huge wall of glass, and they can look out over the Schuylkill River to this, river walk here. That's 2400 Chestnut, that building there. I had a friend who lived there, and then he moved over to the Phoenix by Love Park. He's met him in a running group. So I haven't talked to him in a long time, but I experienced something really weird in 2011, and I took care of his cats for many years, but lost contact with him at some point. So whatever occurred in 2011 sort of divvied people up, and that's the way it is. So, but we got together a couple times for coffee and also dinner at it used to be called My Lai, now it's Andra Hem. So, and I forgot, we went to a movie, 7 Years a Slave or 12 Years a Slave. So, what does slavery look like today? Be surprised. Could look like a musician, a famous musician, that's true, depending on how handled they are. So it's, I guess I would just go with CIA. That's the only agency I can think of that would do this kind of thing, but they would adjust someone's brain to be able to handle being handled. Most people want to feel like they are of their own free will as much as possible, but you would know that you're handled if they had to handle you for one reason or another, either protection, or if you're way up there making tons of money for this machine, and you have to be protected and stuff like that. And they can do it for regular people too, who have to be protected, and they'll just sort of not make it too obvious and just soldier on. We are down here closer to the dog run. So there's an exit across the railroad tracks here out to Locust. That's a Locust, or what is that called? That's called Fiddler Walk over here. So they're face-to-face townhomes that have a walkway that can look out to the Riverwalk at least. I forget what these are called. I took care of a dog there, a Papillon. So Locust on the Park is next door, and this green building, it is like the river front something or other. The lights used to look like a toothbrush, but they don't tonight. There's something, they took out some lights. It doesn't look as much like a toothbrush. So, yeah. Which way? We'll go this way. Technically, we're trying to stay to the right. It's low traffic tonight. Bulls, a circle, like Coles, but Bowls. B-O-L-E-S. Oh, wow. And should we go to the dog park, I mean. I would do the boardwalk out here. The lights aren't really shining brightly, so we'll just go up this way to the dog park. It looks like, what's his face from Archie, from a guy with a golden, Nathan, and a guy in a golden. Right, I'm surprised, like a lot of lights are out, so I'm a little curious if they just haven't gotten the timing back into winter mode yet. Even the dog park is kind of dark-ish, so curious what's going on in this neck of the woods tonight. Usually they're lit up pretty brightly. These electricity, they're running on generators down here because the dog park is totally dark. Let's see. That's I-76 over there to the right. All the cars. So instead of like, you know, a lot of people have I-75 in Florida, they have 75 that runs, you know, north and south on the west side of many towns. This is on the west side of Philadelphia, but it's 76 because 76ers. 1776 was the Constitution, so they'll just stick with 76.